We are Spooky Podcast, the only podcast you should listen in spooky times. My name is Frida.
I'm Carla.
Mine is Asael.
Mine is Diego.
And mine Adrian.
And we are gonna be talking about something that is very representative of the season. Fear!
And does anyone know how could someone react to getting scared?
Well, from what I know, a person could get shakiness and a racing the heartbeat.
That sounds familiar to when you're present in front of a crowd or alone.
But also when you feel the sensation of fear, you start to have numbness, muscle tension, nausea, less blood, and that goes to the brain, and mind goes blank.
It sounds familiar to that one time I got in a car crash. I was feeling very scared and felt a lot of those symptoms, especially the nausea and that my mind goes on blank right after the crash.
And the fear that someone experiences is always the same?
No, and this is normal because it depends on a lot of circumstances, like what causes fear and the type of people that experience that type of that thing. Yeah.
Well, like for example, when someone that gets scary is seen by just looking at blood, or on the other side we have someone usually gets to see blood like a surgeon.
Also, another example is that a person that is looking at a horror movie is not going to experience the same fear as a person that gets threatened by another person.
Touching on the subject of the fear that we experience from horror movies and real threats is that on one side we have the fear from horror movies that can be caused by using elements like uncomfortable imagery, weird sounds, and terrifying monsters. The other fear that people get to live is the one caused by real threats, like physical threats, like the one that someone will get if they were getting treated by a serial killer, like the fictional character Jason Voorhees, and the other type of threats is by using a punishment.
It's also weird how some people are scared easier than others when they see a horror movie.
Oh yes, I have noticed that. I get way too scared in horror movies while Adrian never gets scared.
That's because some people are more easily scared due to a combination of genetic predisposition, experiences, and personality traits. Those are heightened sensitivity to stress or anxiety, may react to more strongly to perceive threats. Additionally, individual differences in brain chemistry and environmental influences can also play a role in how we process fear.
Well, the last time I went to see a horror movie, I didn't get scared. And actually, it was very basic and cliché.
But how do you know that I had a stereotypical element in that movie?
Because a very easy method of identifying if a movie is stereotypical is by looking for long creeping silences, eerie music, shot placements, blurred backgrounds, transitions, subtle camera movements, etc. Worked around there to reveal the build tension, suspense, and anxiety.
Well, all the talk made me want to watch a horror movie.
I think right now it would be a good time to finish our podcast.
Thank you to everyone for hearing our podcast.
Bye.